This is an underrated team hunt spawn, because the focus of it is profit. This is the Ruins of Nuur. The spawn is located in Isabi, and although no quest access is required for it, if you want to hunt at low levels, running through Isabi will be too dangerous. So you will have to do a simple mission of talking to Taya west of Isabi, say Oracle yes, and then ask Narsai inside of the city about the Oracle. With that, you will unlock the shortcut between Kratos and Isabi, which leads you directly into this spawn, where you only find two creatures, the Girtablilus warrior and the venerable Girtablilus, with a ratio of 2 to 1 favoring the warriors. The damage taken on the Ike is mainly earth, followed by death and physical, so in the lower levels it's highly recommended to come with defensive imbuements, ideally a lion shield with death and earth imbue on the armor. As a mage, you are at a very low risk because their AoE attacks are around the Ike, but as a paladin, since you help with luring in some pools and off-tanking some creatures, you should have some protection as well. Offensively, they are very weak to energy, so Ike should use whatever energy weapon is available, or anything else but earth, since they are slightly strong to it. For wheels, Ike come with Gift of Life and HP. Mages should go with upgrades on their waves, but MS could consider the beam instead, since it will lower the CD of the wave and still provide good damage. And even despite the resistance to earth, the druid will still do the most by using Terra Waves constantly, and paladin should come with grenades since they are quite weak to holy. First pool is close to the stairs, just southwest of them, but Ike will have to do a small lap around to get the creatures for the first pool. Then after this, go southeast, slowly grabbing the creatures on the way and making sure to keep aggro. Then go through the passage south, and here you will get 8 to 10 creatures, since sometimes from the sides comes more, and you can block them off with walls or the RP can take them away from the mages. After this pool, backtrack and go northeast. It's important for this hunt in general that the Ike is leading the way and grabbing the aggro of the creatures, since if any of them goes on the mages for too long, it will get dangerous. Once the Ike grabs the ones left of the lava, then cross the bridge and do the pull there. For this next one, continue the path southeast, and here it's essential for the Ike to grab the creatures and walk hugging the walls. That way the chances of them blocking their path and retargeting the mages on the back is lower, but it can still happen and it can get scary quick. However, once at the pool, there is more room to move around, and if necessary, the druid can hide behind a wall blocking the bridge on the northwest. Next pool, continue south. Ike pick west once you enter the room, as usually one comes from there. Meanwhile, RP take the right path to lure 2 to 3 creatures, and then do the pull past the bridge. Here, if the Ike is good on the rest, he should be able to grab the lure from the RP, but you can also place a magic wall on one of the corners to make it easier. Also optionally, the ED can hide behind walls for this pool with the help of a magic wall. Moving on, go southwest and into this room. Here the portal takes you to a mini-boss that is a solo fight, but is part of the Kill My Rush quest and is unlikely to get access for it. As for the pool, the Ike stands near the right side and should have peek into the passage to bring some creatures out. After that, go west, and this one is a simple 5 monster pool that is necessary to avoid overdoing it for the next one, which also has 5 inside the room. And then RP should lure 3 more from the north. Once again, by having the Ike in the spot at the entrance, he can rest the lure from the RP most of the time. For the next one, there is an optional pull that can be included if you are overkilling, by going east and then backtracking. But for us it wasn't necessary, and instead the Ike will pick towards the right to grab 3, while we waited by the passage, and then backtrack with that into the northwest. Optionally, here you can also lure as the RP. It's just one creature, so it's not the most efficient way to go about it. Ideally, lure it after the pool dies and team starts moving north, so that it can be left in the room for the next lap, and that way you do this every other lap. And now to finish it up, you're back at the first pool. This time the Ike will slowly grab the creatures on the way, and that's how you get the A-box. Hunting like this with a team average 250, our experience was on the 2.3kk raw, but a team with 300 and the wheel perks can do better than that, which is still going to be low in terms of experience, but the reason to hunt this place is profit, which I think it was around the 200 to 300k each the hour if I remember correctly. The party hunt analyzer is misleading because by this being a new server, we had to remove the cost of potions and add it later based on the price at the time, since potions are cheaper during brand new servers than NPC price. Overall, I know this is not the ideal team hunt place, but it's pretty good not just for the profit, but also the charm is done quite fast. And at least during a new server, it's actually one of the best ways to make some profit. That's all I got for this one. If you want something else to hunt for XP, check out this playlist, and while you're at it, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.